Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, B'Kohakodash. Double honor to the apostle nails, a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua have mercy upon you. Alright, I'm going on this video here. Captain Tazaryach doing an interview with Julian Dorey. But you hear Apostle Tahar say all the time that you shouldn't be doing this here because wow. I mean, it's simple. Look at let's do this right quick, right? Look at the heading. Look at the heading of the down here, right? Now it appears to be. Let me put it up on my phone right quick first, though. Something I want to see. I want to show you something right quick because I can't show you the they call it the that guy at Julian. Let's see some Julian Dorey, Dorey, right? Let me pull this guy page up and show you something I'm talking about. This is why you shouldn't sit by these people here and go and be by these people, right? I can't, I'm gonna get big on the side with it. Let's see something. I'm gonna do it to him. Now look at this right here. This is see, can I make it? Can y'all read that? Let me see. You see that right there? It say the Bible say. I can hardly read it. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but I got to take it off there to read it. You see that right there? Now this is the picture that you got up here, right? I got what you call it already. It say the Bible say we must enslave you. This is what Julian Dorey have on. Man, what you call it? The capture the I can't even think right now. I'm trying to think of precepts and a whole lot of other crap in my head. He say that the Bible say, now this is what he got on his heading, right? The Bible says we must enslave you. This is what he's saying that Captain Tazaryach said. Now, the actual heading that he have down here on the bottom is a cult leader. The word cult just means worship, right? But the average idiot, they take that as being something very serious. I mean, one thing about Americans, they don't know the true meaning of words, so they just take. They'll use more of an image in their heads when saying something concerning a cult, and use the images in their head that they will reference something concerning someone worshiping someone and sleeping with kids and blah 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 and on. But and in another example, like black, that's demonization. You know what I'm saying? Black, that's a term that's used for, that's a negative term a stigma that they put on us for a reason. But listen to this here. He say cult leader on Jesus Christ, Bible hidden meanings in 12 tribes of Israel. You could, man, why he couldn't? I mean, you couldn't leave that out. Cult leader on Jesus Christ. You had to call Captain Tazaryach a cult leader. This is what these devils do now. Demonization. Let's look that up. I think I googled it. Okay, demonization, right? When you're demonizing someone, right? And you just making up shit and saying that they're this and they're that. They're just the worst of the worst, right? Demonization. The whole thing ain't pop up, but it say the portrayal of something as wicked and threatening. Captain Tazaryach not a wicked person. Most of the we say that the Israelites that are preaching on the four corners, they're what? They're not violent. they do everything they can to what? To avoid um uh getting into it with one another. They avoid it. Why? Because they're just trying to preach the truth of the Bible. And these Christians can't what? They can't stand toe to toe with the average brother that's preaching the truth on the street corner, man. Demonization, the portrayal of something as wicked and threatening. We are against the demonization of people with different views. Just because they have a different view of man-made religions, which is man-made religions, and most of the people that call them, that are involved in religions, which is again man-made religions, they are what? They don't truly understand the Bible. So you got guys that are really reading the Bible and giving you what we say 95% of the people, the guys that are preaching the Bible, preach about just about the same thing. Right? But the world can't combat it. All these man-made religions, they can't combat them, man. You know, Jehovah's Witnesses, the Seventh-day Adventists, Mormons, Pentecostal, Baptists. They can't what? They can't Baptist. I mean, I say can't Baptist. They can't combat it with the truth, man. And listen, man, look at this here now. Let's go in the comment section before I turn this on. I mean, I don't make a lesson out of it. But I wouldn't do this, and this is the reason why I wouldn't do it, because I don't want to be demonized in this manner that they're demonizing this brother here, right? You know, but he don't make it no better. I mean, the jacket he got on the back of his jacket, I forgot what to say. I know that you know what the N word is. The N word. It's on the back of his jacket now. He gonna make mention of it, but let's go to the comment section. Let me show you something. Right? Now this is Julian Dorey. No, not him. I don't want to do that. I seen Captain Tazaryach. Yeah, here we go, right here. Captain Tazaryach now. He see this devil here is demonizing what they appear to be. I don't know if he's an Israelite or not, but you know, for the most part, they're what? We're just gonna say he's an Edomite, because you know these are Edomite behavior. Now Captain Tazaryach left this was 2 days ago. Left a comment. He said, "Shout out to Julian for bringing me on to have the conversation." But the first thing he on the head, and he got cult leader on Jesus Christ. He calling you a cult leader. That's a portion of what? Being demonized, man. You know, madness. Let's read a little more here. I'm gonna click on the comments of no, I ain't gonna click on. Yeah, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna click on Captain Tazaryach's people right behind it, right? He say, "You're so wrong about Jesus." Okay, Captain, you have such a deep inferiority complex that you have become a parody of yourself. Seems like he's mocking you, and you deserve it. See that? Seems like he's mocking you, and you deserve it. Thank you for coming on. I've been curious to see a conversation like this. You know, this is just entertainment, man, for the people. They most of the people that are watching this now is not getting anything out of it, man. All they doing is getting entertained. God used us in the different ways. Bring it out, bro. APTT, Most High. You know. And Captain Tazaryach say no sweat. Captain Tazaryach he say inferior where there wasn't nothing inferior. I said in the word or conduct. That's right. I mean, he just basically he just want to come. I mean, Captain Tazaryach in the spirit, man, to where like he just coming in the truth. You know, when you first come in the truth, we all first come in the truth. I know even myself. I wanted to so-called cut a cracker. Well, I wanted to cut a Edomite up, man. I wanted to cut him up, man, with the scriptures. You know, That's all I want to do. Get them, combative, be you know, come on, let them come up, whatever. But you know, once you in the spirit, it's like graduating. Once you graduate in the spirit, man, you see the nonsense behind the madness. Let me click off this here. I'm gonna read a few more of these comments and I'm gonna get in the video, man. Because it got quite a bit. I don't want to go too before I'm gonna go look. Let me see. Where can I get free Bible lessons with this guy? Because when he talks, it all makes perfect sense. I can tell he's genuine and not trying to push any agendas. Okay. Let's see something here. Let's go with this comment here. ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. Captain Tazaryach TV crossed the line. Okay. I'm going to be one of those. Don't be fooled by those words which will deceive you. Look up scripture and be like the Bereans. Are you trying to say? Anyway, in the what? In the book of Acts. That's a Ephraim. I need your comment as he was saying he wants segregation but not separation. Crazy, ironic. Yeah, see, you know, you want to be on some friend type of stuff and with your enemy, but you can't do that. You can't be with your enemies, man. Like the scriptures speak about Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as what? Like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. I mean, he didn't start out in the gate demonizing Captain Tazaryach. Well, let's get into the video.
Well, then that's what we do. We go out to Israelites in black and brown neighborhoods, and we teach them to stop being violent against each other. So that's what that is. That's not talking about another nation doing something to us. Christ never talked to other nations.
He never talked to other nations.
Except that.
See, he want to save the world. The Most High is not here to save the world. Most High is only coming. Most High is going to send His Son here to save the 1/3 of the children of Israel, man. He's not coming here to save the whole world, man. You know, that's just like IUIC gathering themselves together with the Muslims, man. Them guys is in a damn man-made religion, man. Bald heads, bald face. They're not what? They're not in order, man. So you can't save the world. You know, like again, like it's like IUIC trying to like IUIC going in the four corners traveling. They're just really traveling and having on ski jets and having fun. That's what they're doing. They ain't, but it's always, you know, one thing about IUIC, they have a good, what did Apostle Hall say? What did Apostle Hall say? He say that they have a good, damn man, my mind, I've got to think about, I'm everywhere. I ain't kidding. Which I was trying not to do. Hold on 1 second. I want to get that what Pastor Hall said concerning IUIC. He said that they have what? A well organized mess. That's exactly what it is. IUIC has a well organized mess, marching in the street, singing like they're in the military and marching. You know, what the hell have marching got us in the 50s and the 60s? Even 70s. We still marching. So what has marching got us? Nothing, man. So, you know, all that is just a big old massage of what? Of nothing but madness for them to what? To get more members to join. But here it is, man.
One white woman, he called her dog a female dog. You know what a female dog is? Yes. Oh, you can say that. Yeah. So he called the white woman a...
Jesus called a white woman a...
Yeah, he said it's not good. He said it's not good to take the children's bread and cast it to the dogs.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what he said.
He called a baddie.
Jesus was a gangster. You know, he beat Excuse me, he beat.
Let me get around this here, man. Yeah, all that.
Malcolm was so inspiring. Like when he did like this and did like that, and they moved.
Yeah.
Like to see that.
But now again, you see what he just did. What did he do? He put what? Jesus said, just say verbatim what he said. Jesus called a white woman a dog. See, all he doing is sitting here demonizing Captain Tazaryach for. I can't catch everything, man, concerning everything he say, because I'll be everywhere, and I'll never get through this video, because this video is 3 hours long, right? Somebody calling a white woman a dog and this and that. You know, there are other things behind of just like the Canaanite woman, the woman of Canaan. You know that's a whole nother lesson going into what their nationality is and all that. But let's just hear a little more. I'm just trying to play. It's kind of hard to play and you hear something wrong and then you just keep rolling. You know, hey, what it is. Let's go.
The type of militancy of brothers, it sparked people to get into it. So I was close to being a Muslim, but my belief in Christianity at the time, Christ said there would be false prophets after me, so Muhammad was just a false prophet, so that's why I wouldn't go into Islam. So I loved the movie, but not that. So I didn't get into being an Israelite till about September. I started being intrigued by it in September of 2009. Now I had already heard, I would always hear like pockets like Jesus is black. I remember Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston went to Dimona, Israel, got baptized in the water saying they Israelites. So I would always hear about that stuff, but it was never, I was out in the world doing all type of evil. So it didn't really, hustling. It could be hustling, selling drugs, smoking weed, stuff like that. So being super spiritual wasn't on my radar. And where I was hanging out, it wasn't really on my radar to live what you would call a righteous life. But I would be like, you ever see Minister Society?
Oh, of course. Great
so
movie.
I would be like, now I wasn't no punk like him, but I would be like him, that guy Sharif, that every time they would be hustling and stuff like that, he'd be trying to drop some knowledge or something like that. So I would be that guy, to where I would be somebody that would be like, man, we got to stop hustling, or we got to stop. So occasionally I would have those moments. And so by the time 2009 came, I wasn't hustling no more. I was working in like corporate America. Like I was I was a software specialist, a certified wireless network administrator. And so I was into that field. So, but I still smoked and, did other stuff, but I didn't do nothing, like illegal. Well, I guess technically it was illegal, but
yeah, minor inconvenience.
Yeah. So, but and so I started stumbling upon this information about us being Israelites, and I can't tell you what really sparked me to take it more serious than I did before. I remember Jay-Z had this song said Jesus Can't Save You. In the Empire State, the song with Alicia Keys, New York, Concrete Jungle. So in the third verse of that song, he said, Jesus can't save you, life starts when the church ends. And that's the only earmark I had where I was like, man, why would he say that? And then I started stumbling upon videos that was talking about like blood sacrifices and how black people killing their family and friends to make money in the industry. And then on YouTube, you'll be watching one video and then it'll have
let's go up a little, man. That video had 3 hours long. Where he at? Oh, he almost there. Where I want to. Let's go up a little road. Let's go right here.
German, if they're Sicilian, if they're Italian, if they're Polish. You ask black people what they are, it's mainly what they believe in that identifies them. Whether it's Baptist, Muslim, Methodist, Christian, atheist. They're not going to give you, because they try to say we're Africans. They ain't going to say, well, I'm Chikunku from the Kagungu tribe or something like that. They're not going to say.
Sorry to be laughing, but it's kind of funny.
This shit is funny, man. I'm saying it. I don't like Africans, so I'm saying it to be funny.
Oh, you don't like Africans?
No, we don't like Africans. No.
Wait, how does this work? How does this work? What happened there?
So Africa. So we're not African people. You can't be an Israelite and an African at the same time.
Now listen to this right here. Now he's right concerning we're not Hamites, but his overall you gonna hear it. But I want to make a comment concerning this here because they be going off when it comes to they don't judge skin color, right? But they don't judge skin color. But somewhat they do judge skin color. So it's like a toss up with ISUPK when it comes to that, because I remember when Captain Tazaryach did an interview with I remember seeing a video from years ago where a little young guy wanted to it was a little guy that was from Africa, and he's from Africa. Everybody from Africa, even no matter what part of Africa you go in, you're going to find an Israelite. Right? But they're mostly known to be in the southern portion and that's the west. Right? Because when they came and got Judah, from the west coast of Africa. Right? So, but the thing is, the skin color, skin tone thing, they're going off on that. Because they're what? They won't he don't judge he gonna say that now. He don't judge skin color, skin tone. But he talking about your father. You know what? Let him say it and I'm gonna break through it because I don't want to confuse myself as well as others.
Alright, maybe we should define that now so people can understand. Because my thought, just like when I first heard it and hadn't seen anything about it, my thought was, okay, I assume this has of course it's some sort of biblical interpretation, but it has something to do with the fact that you guys think that you originally emanated from there, which means like every other type of person that's ever existed too. If you emanate from somewhere, you spread out to other places over human history. But it sounds like that's not the case.
No, we don't. So, biblically speaking, Africans, so Noah, when you follow the Bible, Noah had 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth.
Right.
Hamites is where Africans come from.
Okay.
So, and you can even in the Bible dictionary, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary will tell you Ham was the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negro. It actually says that in there. That's a white Bible, so even y'all know that.
It says that?
Yeah. If you Google Zondervan Bible Dictionary, as a matter of fact, I think I have the Bible Dictionary on my phone. If I can pull it for you, I'll show you. And so in there, it'll tell you that we are not Africans. So the progenitor of Ham became the progenitor of the Egyptians, the Libyans, the Canaanites, Ethiopians, etc. So when you look at the bloodline or the ethnic line, Abraham comes from Shem. Yeah. So he's totally separate from Ham.
Got it.
Just like Arabs. Arabs wouldn't be Ham either. Y'all, white people, y'all not Hamites either. We all come from a Shemitic bloodline. They'll probably say this is controversial. I don't know how they'll look at it, but when we always talk about the origin of white people, even our concept is different than what most people think.
How's your concept different?
Because Jacob and Esau, Jacob became the progenitor of what you call blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians today. Esau became the progenitor of white people. And so we share the same Isaac and Rebekah, mother and father.
You and me do.
Yeah, in origin.
Interesting.
But God said, when God spoke to Rebekah in Genesis 25 and 23, He said, 2 manner of people are in your wombs, because we was fighting in the womb.
Oh, we were duking it out in there.
Yeah, we was, because as we fighting and struggling in the womb, Rebekah goes to the Lord and say, why is this happening? And God told her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. That's why, though Jacob and Esau was brothers, Esau's way of living and lifestyle was in total contrast to Jacob's way of living and lifestyle, which is what we are today. Black and white, we damn near can't separate from each other or join each other without conflict.
Interesting.
Y'all won't let us free.
Why not?
You gotta act.
See, Captain Czar, he's a good, but I mean, he keeps saying y'all, but he should start the conversation off and say and give the guy because I think I heard the guy say something about him being an Italian or something, or what something. I don't know how far I went. I think I got about an hour and something. I watched about an hour of it, right? And any person, regardless of their skin tone, skin color, you can have a so-called black man, black as the street, the pavement on the street. He could be black, but he could be an Edomite, and vice versa. So you can't go by that. Even though he gonna say concerning the Father, I mean, it's very interesting. Listen up. But 1 John 4:1, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are what? Of God. Their movement, where they walk, dance. These are the things you use to judge the spirit, whether a person is an Israelite or not. Not skin tone, not skin color.
Ask your people.
You're not free right now?
No, we ain't free. We in a halfway house.
What do you mean you're in a halfway house?
So
All right, it's starting. Let's go.
Yeah. So like in a halfway house, you're not like in prison. So you're not like on 24-hour lockdown. So in the halfway house, you get to move around a little bit and stuff like that. Got freedom, but don't go too far.
Right.
That's black people in America. We're in a halfway house because if you ever enslave a people and then you say that they're free, but then they still have to live where they were enslaved, how could they be free? I always use like the Jewish people, for example. They didn't leave them in Germany. They had to go find a land, which when you look up like design, am I limited to what I can say?
No, that's a good example, man. What he used concerning he used to say a halfway house. Very good example, but he's saying what he want to say. He allowed him to say what he want to say, but this guy here is being slick though. He being very slick and cunning with his demonization. He real slick now.
You say whatever you want.
So like when you look at the origin of this movement, the Middle East wasn't the first location. Israel wasn't the first location. The state of Israel. They was looking in Ethiopia. Africa. Yeah, they looked in Africa. Yeah. They even looked as far as in South America for a land to put them so that they wouldn't be around their oppressor. So when it comes to black people, we have been forced to stay around our oppressor all this time. So that's why I say it's a halfway house.
Well, then there were movements like Marcus Garvey, like 60 years later, was like, oh, we should go back to Africa or whatever.
Right.
But a lot of people didn't. So what does that say about the relative feelings of quote-unquote oppression if a lot of black people who saw movements like this were powerful guys like a Garvey rise up and still decide to stay here? Does that mean that it's because they feel like this is a better option than going back there?
Well, in the I think it was like 1860 or 1865, there was a set of black people that actually went back to Africa because this is like around the time when slavery is abolished, even though they were still transporting slaves for a time after that. And so you had black people that actually went back to Africa, like the Sierra Leone areas and stuff like that. And when they went back over there, because the Africans were still a part of exporting slaves, they just went to war with them. And they ended up going to war up until the 1980s where they took them and actually beheaded them to get rid of them. So it's like you're going from one people that hate us to another people that hate us. Because everybody looks at, when we think about slavery, we think about the white man going into African soil, beating up the Africans and then taking slaves, when it didn't work like that. The white man made treaties with the African rulers, and then the African rulers captured the slaves and then brought them in. The white man didn't have to go to war.
And I'm telling you, you will definitely see deposits.
1 second, man. These lies coming up now.
Africans to enslave, it was a very organized slave trade.
How do you feel about the fact that that was a part of the history where you did have people who look like you selling their own kind?
Well, we don't look at it as they look like us selling our own kind. We looked at it as a tribe against another tribe. That's why we don't like Africans today. Like the Hamitic tribes or the African tribes that sold us, we're not the same people. So the main
See how he just I gotta get a precept too. See how he told me in the beginning concerning us not being the Hamites being the progenitor of the dark races, and he just it just went over his head. See, a lot of the information that he's bringing out, this guy's not gonna remember any of that, man, because they be so. Let's go to Deuteronomy right quick, right? Gotta get some precepts in. I can't just let it play. Right? I know you want to see. You want to see it, go to the guy Julian Dorey, and you can see the whole video in 3 hours. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm just playing a portion of it. And I'm gonna cut through it, and I'm gonna make me a video. And then I'm gonna move on. Let's just go straight to Deuteronomy. Let's start here at 64. Deuteronomy 28:64. Concerning the scattering of who? Of Israelites. And this is why we are scattered in the four corners, right? And I'm going to go to verse 6 to 8. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people. So, again, we're scattered among what? All people. Jeremiah, let me see something right quick. Jeremiah, I think it's Jeremiah 18. Jeremiah 18 and verse. Let's read this again right quick. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people. Jeremiah 18, 19. I think it's 18, 19. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm moving a little too fast here. 18:17. My bad. 18:17. Jeremiah 18:17. I will scatter them as with an east wind. With the enemy now, not your friend, the enemy, I will show them the back. Meaning what? The Heavenly Father turned his back on us, man. Because the Israelite. Hosea 5:15. The Heavenly Father turned his back on us. Why? Because we were what? Being rebellious? You always got to understand that the Heavenly Father, whether it's good or bad, whether a person is going off or he's on track, the Heavenly Father is in control of every aspect of what we know in life that exists, whether it's good or bad, here on the planet. Because why? Because he's the Father of the spirits. The only way, see, how is it you going to know what it is you should or shouldn't be doing? Someone got to be doing something they shouldn't be doing for the next person to say, oh, see that? You shouldn't do that. See that? You shouldn't do that. So this is the reason why. But we will scatter. I will scatter them as, this is Jeremiah 18:17. I will scatter them as with an east wind before the enemy. I will show them the back and the face. In the what? In the day of their calamity. See, the face meaning what? Be with. You want to be with or what? Saved. Excuse me, y'all. But 64 again, Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt what? Serve other gods. This is why you see all these man-made religions that Esau, Edom, no matter what religion that you call yourself being in, and you call yourself having this faith in this religion, all are man-made. And more likely Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, created it. They got the names. And they got the names of the men that created the what? The different, most of us are what? Are Baptists. We're in Baptist religion and the churches, right? John Smith created that. A lot of us in what? Damn Jehovah's Witnesses. Charles Taze Russell created that. Seventh-day Adventist, William Miller. It's on your Google. Google something besides someone else's money. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and thou shalt serve other gods. which neither thou would nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Now, verse 28, which is what? Which is the transporting of us to what? From the west coast of Africa to what? Back into bondage, which is Egypt, which is what? Egypt is known as wait, let me just read it. In the Lord, verses, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Let me slow down, get in a hurry, because I know I got a lot to do on this video here. In the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt. Now that word Egypt goes into what? Means what? Bondage. Because it said bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Because when the children of Israel was aware of what? When you said, well, all right, take you back to Egypt. What was going on when we was in Egypt? We were slaves in Egypt, right? So meaning we're gonna be what? Back under the feet of our enemies. So America is known as what? As Egypt. Just like America is known as Sodom and Gomorrah. The same thing that went on in Sodom and Gomorrah is going over here in America. And it's worse. America is worse than all of these captivity that we have been in. You know, we've been in 7 major captivities, but we've been in more than 7. But we've been in 7 major captivities. The number 7 means what? Completion. So this is our last captivity before the kingdom of heaven. Deuteronomy 28 and 68 again. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. You can go to Exodus 20 and 2 concerning Egypt, meaning what? Meaning bondage. And I think it went in Deuteronomy 5 and 6, Revelation 11 and 8. There's a whole lot of wording in the Bible concerning Egypt being what? Meaning bondage. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. Meaning what? You're not going to see your homeland again. That's in Galatians 4 and 26. Because Jerusalem is above, is free, is the mother of us all. That's our homeland. It no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your what? Your enemies. Not your friends, your enemies. For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. And that word buy is a Greek word that goes into what? Redeem. Nobody going to be able to redeem you out of the hands of who? Of your enemies. So let's hear a little more.
The issue I have is when we have this information, when people say we're African, it's almost disrespectful because African as a continent has like 40 to 50 countries within there. So when you say you're African, like what does that mean?
Right.
Now you got to break down which country you're from. And once you get into a country, you got villages, you got subsidiaries that all exist within that continent. So to say African is crazy, and then when you say American, so now we 2 continents.
But it's also, if we're going to play that game, and I actually agree with that point, it's also kind of crazy when we just say, like, white, though, too. Because white can mean you'd be a waspy Anglo-Saxon from England, or you could be, like, they consider
Italian,
Greeks
or
white.
Irish, right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I'm Italian-Irish, right? The Irish is more, you know, like what you would think is, like, white, and then...
Mm-hmm. See, he's Italian Irish. See, he could be a Israelite. This guy could be an Israelite here. You know, not to go into all of the different aspects and concerning the names and our people, because you got to go look up a whole lot of things, right? But hey, most of us that been following the truth for some time now, we should know this here. It's the spirit. John 4 and 1. It's the spirit. You got to judge the spirit concerning what a person's nationality is. That gad, that walk, meaning his walk, or what his behavior, how he act, dance. These are things that you use to judge the spirit concerning whether a person is an Israelite or not.
The Italian is usually darker skin or whatever, which apparently I missed out on. But you know what I mean? Like it's always a little different, but we put it all in one bucket.
I agree with that. So like these colloquial terms, this is what y'all created: black, white, Spanish, Mexican. That's not what they were originally called. Those are what y'all made up. So when we say white, sometimes you might hear us even say so-called white, because we would call
So-called white.
Yeah, so we would call y'all Edomites or Esau, just like we would say so-called black. So now, depending if we're just having a general conversation, we will use those modern terms of white, black, etc.
Let's go up a little bit. I think it's up in about 19 concerning Jesus. All right, I want to get on that.
What you would call a black person today. It said he had hair like wool, skin of bronze as if it burned in the furnace. When Moses was talking to God, right? God told Moses to put his hand in his bosom. It came out white. When he put his hand in his bosom, took it back out, it was like his other rest of his body.
When was that?
That's Exodus, like the 4th chapter in the Bible. And his song is, and Solomon said, "I am black, but comely." The word Bible. Why you think I wear this jacket? Say real university.
Right on the back, right?
Yeah, I got a shirt on. It.
See, real nigga university. See, that's ignorance. You know, that's the only thing I don't like about Captain Tazaryach when he be, you know, he still got that, putting that stigma on us concerning that black shit. You know, that shit there is just, you know, and they know, he know this here. He know that demonization, the demonizing us concerning the black and using the N-word. You know, even though the word, it's in the Bible, in the word Niger. They say Niger, but what? Put another G on it, then that's Nigger, right? He using the N word and making it try to make it sound good. You can't make it sound good. When Esau Edom used and put that G on it, he made it what it is. So that's what it is. Terms are made up daily. We're the Israelites. And the Israelites are the ones that make up all these different terms, and Esau Edom, he take it and run with it. It's just like a lot of these brothers be hustling in the hood, man. How do Esau Edom know what it is they doing, how they do it, whatever? Because somebody always snitching and telling them what? Telling them what's going on in the hood. Hey, but you gotta come out of that black this, black that. We're not black nothing. You can't have all that wisdom concerning the scriptures, and then you still using the negative term that Esau Edom used to what? To clarify us, in the demonizers. That's why you don't go on these platforms, these demons, man. That's what they do.
It's on the front too.
All right, let's not show that on camera.
Yeah, say I was smart. Yeah. Say I was smart.
You're marking these spots, right, on the N-word. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
See, he got R here, real N-word. Then he got U for university. He got that on the back. He got that on his back. That's madness, man. Why would you walk around with a jacket, make a jacket with RN University, man? Real Ninja University. And you got all that wisdom with the understanding concerning the truth of the Bible, man. That don't make no sense, man.
Yeah, I don't have to say the word.
No, you can. We just gotta.
Oh, okay, I got you. So
clean it up for the YouTube overlay.
Yeah, so but it's back to the point about the Nigerians and then us not liking them. It's because what America has done is given other ethnicities their greatest cattle, which is us. And so what I mean by that is when other nations come over here, they're allowed to infiltrate Black and Hispanic communities.
Who allows them to do that?
America.
Why?
Because I'm gonna tell you. So when you go back to, you said that when the Jewish community.
Let's get the term here concerning demonize, right? Demonize, demonizing, demonizes transit verb to what? To portray someone or something as evil or as worthy of contempt or blame, huh? See, they put that on you. That's just like every time you turn around, they putting us on, like Esau Edom don't do the things that they put us on news for. That they don't do it. They do it more than we do. They actually do. Okay, what is an example of demonized? Okay, it said, what is an example of demonized? She was demonized as crazy and out of control, where she had once been what? Admired, even idolized for what? For her non-conformist views. So it's just like us. Most High chose us, right? Deuteronomy 7:6, for thy art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people, but above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. So, these are the things that Esau, Edom, they mad about that. And they know this here. They know that the Heavenly Father chose us. Because it's through the scriptures through and through. Right quick, let's go to First Chronicles, right? Right quick, right? Look at 17. First Chronicles 17 in verse. Wait, let's see something. That's Kings. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go to Chronicles. First Chronicles 17, 21. I'm starting at verse 21. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, Israel, the Israelites, whom God, read verbatim, whom God went to what? To redeem, to be his own people, to make thee a name of greatness and tremulousness by driving out nations. Who are the nations? The other nations outside of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives of this land. The Heavenly Father chose you. The lineage of what? Of the 12 tribes of Israel. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, and Naphtali, man. By driving out nations before thy people, whom thou hast what? Redeemed out of Egypt. So this is that second. They like to say the second exit. They think we're going to, most of these people, the ignorance of Eve be pushing that the second exit out of Egypt, but they think we're going on ships. No, you're not going on ships. If the Lord don't take you up, you're gonna burn in that fire. Right? Verse 22 of First Chronicles 17:22. For thy people Israel didst thou make thy own people forever? Forever, man. So we're going to always be the Heavenly Father's children, man. People. He chose us unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Small, and if they stick to themselves, what's wrong with that? Well, if you go historically, when black people were so-called free from slavery, we stuck to ourselves in our cities. You had your Black Wall Street, you had your Rosewood, you had your Paradise, you had Seneca Village in New York City. And as we was doing those things, we began to flourish and really show America that we didn't need their dependency as much as they thought we would need their dependency. We was able to establish banks, hospitals, colleges, educational systems, institutions. We was able to do all those things. And so that's where two things happen at once, where they start burning down our cities, like they burned down Black Wall Street.
And man, this place would be nothing without us, right? Everywhere the Israelites are, have been. That's what made that nation great. By what? By us being what? That's why they came and got us. We make the best what? Best slaves. Because we are the Most High people. Because while we have ability, we have all of the things that people, all of these nations have, and their concerning their how they operation, all the things they have. You best believe. Look it up. That an Israelite got their hands in it somewhere, man. They got it from them. Got it from us. Without a doubt. But Esau was blessed with that sword. That's what he got. No one has what? Has more body than Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. No one.
Out of jealousy.
What years are we in?
This is 1921.
Okay.
1921.
Who burned it down?
You people did. There's never.
Not my people. Hey, hold on a minute. I don't claim them.
Okay.
Do you claim O.J. Simpson?
Yeah, I claim O.J. Simpson.
What do you mean you claim O.J. Simpson?
Why not? O.J. Simpson was found not guilty by your system.
Oh boy.
Was he not?
Listen, he was.
Do you claim Trump?
No. I don't claim anyone that like I don't fully like. That's not my family or you know people I personally know. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or like you know.
See when the tides are turned. See how they don't want to accept that. It's just like let's say someone that called himself a Hebrew Israelite. They're gonna say black Hebrew Israelite. So they're gonna demonize that right off the top to that put that black term on us, right? Go do something, and they hurt a bunch of people. They're gonna do what? Well, see, these guys here, these guys. So they're gonna put all us in a pot and stir us up. But they don't like that when you put them with all of the wickedness that they have done. You know, all of the serial killers and all. You all are a bunch of serial killers. They what? And then the one that even the one that look like us might not even be us anyway. These people, something else, man.
Yeah, so when I'm saying claim him, I'm not saying I stand with everything OJ did.
That's good.
But the reason why you don't want me to claim him is because you believe he unalived a white woman. But the court of law says...
Probably.
Right, but the court of law says he didn't. Meanwhile, Donald Trump was found guilty. Donald Trump was found guilty of 34 felonies.
They were kind of bullshit charges, though, whether you like them or not.
Okay, but see how you making an excuse for the white guy who was found guilty?
Yeah, making an excuse for the white guy that was found guilty. This is what they do. This is what they do, man. And you know, that's just like let me give you a real good example of what the hell I'm talking about. That most of us, and you know, out of our ignorance, that goes into Isaiah 2. What that is, Isaiah. Let me get that precept before I give the example of what I'm talking about concerning how ignorant we are. That's 1 and 3. I know what it is. Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. So, first off, these ox and the ass is two dumb animals, right? The ox knoweth his owner. The ox know who owns him. But we, the Israelites, we don't know who we belong to. We everywhere. We stuck in every religion. They come up with another religion today, tomorrow. 15 religions, they're going to flock to it. Thinking it's something. We always want to gather ourselves to something, especially in wickedness. You know, we good at doing wicked things. The ox of knoweth his own. We'll take what Esau then created as being wicked, and we go above and beyond because we that salt. So we gonna make it what? Better than what it is. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. So the ass know how to get back home. But these Israelites, they don't know how to come back home to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because they stuck between what? Jesus. The name Jesus and the image Jesus. They still stuck on that. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not what? They don't even consider who the hell they are, man. They just don't consider who they are. Let's see. Let's get one more, which is a good one. Jeremiah 17 and 4 is concerning our what I was thinking about concerning our lineage and them taking that what jumped in my head. So yeah, I might well read it. I'm still in Isaiah. You know when you're dealing with Christians, this is the thing. This is what you'll get caught up in because you try to do the best you can and try to answer everything, but you can't never get everything. You can't never get it all when dealing with a Christian because they're gonna have you everywhere. They have you everywhere. This is concerning our heritage being taken from us, and we not know. Oh yeah, that example I said I was gonna use. It was concerning It was concerning I just had it and it went away again. The example that I was gonna use. Damn, I forgot. It may come back. Let me read this in right quick. Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage. that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies. So this is what we are doing. We're serving our enemies because we're why? Because we're what? That's why we still in the curses. Excuse me. The ignorance of IUIC talking about we're what? We're under the new covenant. Are you under the new covenant, fool? The new covenant don't start until Yahweh Shai come and deliver us out of the hands of our enemies. So how are we under excuse me, I'm listening to them. They are saying we're under the new covenant and we still got grace. We still committing sins here every day. They commit sins every day. They claim to be perfect. They're not perfect in anything when it comes to all of the laws, all 613 laws. You're not following all of them. You can't do it. And it's impossible to do that in the hands of your enemies, man. It's impossible. And thou even thyself shall discontinue from, hell, you're going off at the gate concerning the Sabbath. Friday sundown, Saturday sundown. The new moon sets the Sabbath. Madness. And thou thyself, this is Jeremiah 17:4, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. So when they brought us over here, we didn't know about this land. The northern kingdom did. Because this is where the northern kingdom, they transferred the northern kingdom, which is the what? Ephraim, which is Ephraim on the islands. We'll say Issachar and Gad, Zebulun, and anyway, they're the northern kingdom Israelites. That was what? That was over here in the region that we call now America, Canada, and on up through Mexico. So these are the things that a lot of people not aware of, and they had a tendency to go around, because the truth, when you go to talking about reading the Bible and reading it in the manner that and going over precepts concerning that other people had never went over, and you'll never get this information in your churches. You'll never get it, because all of them guys, they went to the school of cemetery, meaning the school of the dead. I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger which shall burn forever. And that word forever does not mean literally forever, concerning us ever not coming back to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Ecclesiasticus 17:11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge in the law of life for an heritage. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgment. So the judgment, this is the Israelites was only given, the law, statutes, and commandments was only given to the Israelites, man. Only given to the Israelites. Can't get around. Let's hear a little more.
OJ, who was found innocent, you don't want him to be with me.
But hold on a minute. That's a few hush money payments. This is hacking up a body.
I'm just talking about guilty and innocent.
Okay.
He was. Let's just think about it. When has a black man in America been found not guilty of unaliving a white woman?
I could probably find some examples, but your point is taken. It is certainly this seems to be a bit of a stacked deck there.
Yes. Listen, I was in the military. I was in basic training at Fort Knox.
What made you want to join the military, by the way?
I thought that it would be a way to escape drug dealing.
Interesting.
So my sister I got a twin sister, right? So my sister, she joins the military, and she's writing me, and I talked to her. She was like, "You really need to come. It's not that bad." And I didn't want to go, but I was hustling. And so one day I'm on a corner, and we hustling, and the D's came, and they searched, and they find a stash of dope, and they was like, "If we don't find this dope on none of y'all all going to jail." And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on what your lens is, they found the dope on 2 people. They locked them up. And I said I didn't want to go to jail for somebody else's drugs. And so I went and joined the military, and then found out they selling more drugs in the military than they are on my block, right on the barracks. I mean, when I get to my permanent, I get to my permanent duty station, Fort Hood, Texas. My barracks was
Texas.
Yeah,
they were doing this in Texas.
In Texas, my barracks was on the 3rd floor. On the 2nd floor, you can get the same dope, weed, heroin, everything. White guy selling it right on the 2nd floor in the barracks. And I said, well, what did I join the military? I'm joining the military to escape, thinking I'm escaping drugs, and just to find out they selling all the drugs there. So that's what made me join the military. But when I was in basic training in Fort Knox,
let's go down a little more, man. Let's go down some here. I want to get to, you said something about the Board of Education, Brown versus the Board of Education. Let's go here. Right about, I think it's right about here.
Our fam.
Stop letting them increase your rates.
1 second, y'all. You know they got to get the thing, and you can't even stop it no more. There we go.
Family, our education, our hospital, our doctorate, our way of life can be separated. Economically, we can do whatever we want.
So you want it to be like the things in, say, the 50s and 60s at the height of the civil rights movement that they tried, that
civil rights was
changed.
the dumbest thing. They didn't change anything. They made it worse.
How so?
Before civil rights, before Brown versus Board of Education, that was another dagger. Like our education, it hasn't been the same since Brown versus Board of Education.
That was 954?
Yeah, in the 54, yep. So we looking at it like we got to have white education, but we're looking for white education after we're already establishing colleges. We're already, it's like
HBCUs.
Why you call them HB? Historically, because historically they were built during a time that you would think we wouldn't be able to build them. So black people, I think, were susceptible to the league is another example.
Baseball.
Yep. The league was where Jackie Robinson, Satchel Paige, Josh Gibson, all of them is kicking ass. And now here's where I say the government or America. Because when you think about a baseball team, right? Let's take, what's your favorite baseball team?
Phillies.
The Phillies? Okay. So when you go to a Phillies game, when you get hungry, you're going to patronize the vendors that sell hot dogs and burgers. When you want to get something to drink, you're going to patronize those vendors. When you want to buy the memorabilia or the jerseys, you're going to patronize those vendors. So that one baseball team provides a revenue source for other businesses that surround it.
Right.
So when we had the league...
Let's go down, man. Let's go down some. I'm going down this time. About right here. You want, like I say, you want to watch it? You know, go to Julian Dorey. You can watch the whole thing, 3 hours long.
All these different tribes. So, are we really a hate group?
So you're a black, Puerto Rican, Haitian hate group.
There you go. I want to bag it up a little bit. Bag it up a little bit. That's what I want to get into.
Saying every white person, I'm not saying you're an ancestor from all of them, but what white America established was for white Americans, whether they come in as immigrants or not. Because black immigrants can't come over here, like a Haitian can't come over here. They put Haitians...
They're eating the dogs.
I don't even know if that's true or not. I don't believe that that's true or not.
I don't think
that's true or not.
But
it's good. It is funny and it's good propaganda. Yeah. But I remember when the Haitians came over there, they put them under a damn bridge.
They put them under a bridge?
Yeah, when they came over here, I think this was like 2021 maybe, and they came over here, and nobody would feed them. They came over here because they was escaping the punishments of what white people was doing to them in Haiti. I mean, y'all are horrible race of people.
What were the white people? Listen, don't look at me. But what were the white people doing to them in Haiti? I thought Haiti was run by black people.
No, see, and that'd be the thing. Like, especially America.
Listen, man. Deep, even Africa, man. All those damn continents over there in Africa, man. They ain't running shit. They ain't running nothing over there, man. The only people running the white people, so-called white people, is running all that shit, man. Just like all these neighborhoods, these so-called black neighborhoods or whatever, you got black people up in there. You got Eve up in there. You got Jacob in there. What's going on? They ain't running shit. They just got that color. Just like you got all these women, all these Eve, that's males. They ain't running nothing. They're not running anything. All they doing like the so-called white man stealing money and ducking and dodging the best they can before they get caught. That's all they doing. Damn, man, you can't get around these people here. You know, I'm gonna play a little more of this. I'm here for a piece. I'm gonna close this out because this thing here gonna get out of hand here. I can't play this. It's too long for me to even think about trying to get go through this whole thing here.
Has their hands in pretty much every race of people, including like Haiti. So they kind of control the politics and stuff like that over there. Just like they control politics in Puerto Rico, control politics. Only place maybe is Cuba. Cuba the only one they say F y'all, so they ain't.
Cuba's out there.
Yeah, Cuba's out there. So when it comes to those type of politics.
That's Michael, man. Let me do this right quick. That's Michael 2. Yeah, Michael 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They control every aspect of the earth, damn the man, of the four corners of the earth. And they, verse 2 of Michael 2:2, and they covered fields. Esau what? Taking lands. Esau done been every nationality of people. They've been everybody. They done claimed everybody's nationality and race, except they done played everybody's nationality and race on their TVs except for their own, which is Esau, Edom. And they covered fields and take them by violence. They're military. They got a damn Air Force base damn near in the four corners, man. In other people's countries, man. And you tell me this devil here, these devils is not the wicked of the earth? If it's not him, then who is it? And they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses, meaning family structures. They have taken not just the land, they're taking everything. Soon, you so-called Americans over here, you ain't gonna have anything. You'll be running in the woods like damn deers and wild pigs. Because why? Because Esau is gonna take everything, man. They're gonna take everything. Jacob's trouble is gonna be like no other. And take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. So we're not gonna be the only one that are gonna be going through hell by the hands of Esau, even the so-called white man. You so-called white people, just like you get it now. Burning down all your houses and stuff over there in L.A. So you won't escape. So you getting a portion of what? Of that wickedness from your own people. From the what? From the elites, which is those small hatters. Let's hear a little more.
They will infiltrate and to eradicate or destroy us from within. And they're good at it. I won't even deny it. Like, y'all are extremely good at that COINTEL, except my organization. My organization is impenetrable from that.
It's impenetrable.
Yeah.
Keegan couldn't get in there.
No, Keegan came in.
Man, ain't none of this shit impenetrable. You best believe in every Israelite group, and I don't give a damn who it is, they would. You got spies in there. Pastor Hart said all the time. You got spies in all these groups, man. You can't. How the hell you gonna say that, man? You got thousands of members, man, and you think that they ain't came to one of these greedy Negroes, and they ain't sold out. You are sadly mistaken, my brother. Very sadly mistaken.
Man, but Keegan, when I'm saying infiltrate, like we welcomed him in. That's different. We searched the shit out of him too.
He might have been a communist spy, dude. Yeah. You never know.
Listen, he recorded everything.
Yeah, he did.
That's right. I tell him to put it all out. Don't hide nothing, Keegan. Put all of that out there.
He's like, so I sent the whitest guy I know.
That's what he said. I sent the whitest guy I know. We treated him good. He came to a cookout. We fed him. We did everything, man.
For people out there, I'm talking about Tommy G's producer.
Yeah, Tommy G. And he's a good kid. He's a good kid.
Right, that's what we were saying. We're like...
All right, I had enough, man. You know, y'all want to see this here, man, go to Julian Dorey. I gotta get this precept done. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, you know where I'm going. Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is what? His wickedness. Though he humble himself and go a crouching, yet take good heed, and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast what? Wiped a looking glass. You know, only the elect, right, is and will see the what? The bullshit behind Esau Edom. Only the elect will see the bullshit behind Esau Edom, because Esau Edom has what? You know, he's that snake that know how to slither right up under you and have you thinking that he's your friend. When all the time, when all he's doing is trying to what? Infiltrate and demonize and put you right back in the predicament, in the position that you would, that he had you in the beginning. Right? And thou shalt know that his rust has not altogether wiped away. So, you know, there's no such thing as a good Edomite. No such thing. They're all evil. They're all wicked, man. And they'll stand by and watch you get, you know, used and abused and won't say a damn word. Set him not by thee. Set him not by thee. You should be in the having no interview with this man. That man and demonize the hell out of you, man, calling you a cult leader. And you run up in there, cult leader, and got you plastered out on a thing, talking about some your mission is to what? To enslave them, enslave the white man. Which is he telling the damn truth, but hell, you don't want to be in the devil's house and thinking he's your friend. Set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. How you think he got in the damn place from the start? By these same things, allowing him what? To sit by thee. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and what? And be pricked therein. Yeah, pricked. Meaning what? Pull back immediately. Or reject. You can't be what? You can't be going on all these damn interviews, man, thinking he was your thinking of your friend, man. All they doing is getting information for when the time comes concerning the names. They got your name because everybody name because you're making videos, but hell, they ain't got the true numbers. They don't know the true numbers. They get them from who? From mess like this here, verse 13 of Ecclesiasticus 12 and 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? See, right now, Captain Tazaryach, you that charmer. And you playing with that damn serpent that's gonna what? That's gonna bite you. I truly believe a lot of you brothers that are doing or allowing yourself to be sitting side by the enemy, you might be the first one that be used as a what? As an example of what not to do when all this hell break in. When you saw Edom surely start coming at you, you're gonna see it. And I believe because you all are so easy. You must have forgot the Maccabees. How did they bring them down? So one that goes, let's go to verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly, which is Ecclesiastes 12 and 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart, meaning his mind, he imagine how to throw thee in a pit. Meaning, put you in the grave, man. Put you to death, man. Esau Edom loved blood. He loved blood. They loved putting Jake to death, man. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagines how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. He not even satisfied with what? Taking everything you got. They took our heritage. They took everything we got, man. Took our heritage, calling out themselves. We can't even call ourselves this, him. Or we're going to be demonized and say we this and that and we this and we doing this. They're gonna take every opportunity to what? To demonize us, man. To lie on us, man. Just like women lie on men. This is Esau Edom. This is his greatest ability is what? To be able to deceive people, man. And lie. Verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, so when they start breaking in y'all schools and taking y'all and putting you in one of them in concentration camp, just know that you did it to yourself. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. So you done gave him all the information, what school you is, where you got the school at, how many over here, who this is, who that is. They getting the information, just like that old devil vocab alone. Same way, that's what they doing. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretending to help, that they so concerned about getting this information out and allowing, but all, and no matter what interview, what y'all do, because it's a purpose for all things, right? Especially when this truth is involved. Who knows? They may have woke up one or two people. Who knows? But guess what? You shouldn't be sitting side by side with your enemies. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. They good at undermining us, man, and not paying us any attention concerning our so-called belief. Not a belief. This is a heritage. This is our heritage. This is who we are. This is a seed line of what? Of righteous people that are at the present moment under the curses of Deuteronomy 28. Right? And that's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives of this land. We're still under the curses, man. We'll still have grace. But the grace will no longer be real soon. And once that grace end, you're going to be put to death, man. Especially over here in America. Again, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance at the snap of a finger. At the snap of a finger, Esau would turn on you immediately. So you all need to what? Stop sitting side by side with your enemies and doing these interviews, man. Because you're only entertaining what? You want 2/3 the wicked for what? For them to what? Give them something to talk about, because and they're not going to change. How many people you might get out? You can get 29,000 views in 2 days. What you got? You might not have one, or maybe you might not have one person that can change their mind. You change one person's mind by this interview right here. So when that no one say call halal Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakah HaKodash, Shalom. Stop sitting by your enemies.